Thank you for coming to Create with me today. My name's Mary Ellen Stites, and I've been an avid crafter all my life, but I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator since 2003. Today I'd like to share with you this project. I call it a little purse bag, and it will hold some note cards and envelopes to give as a gift. And these are the pieces that you'll need. You'll need one piece that's 7.5 by 4 inches. You're going to score it on all sides at 1 inch. You're going to need 2 pieces of your designer series paper that are 4 inches by 8 inches. You're going to need 4 pieces that are 1/2 inch by 8 inches of your coordinating cardstock. You're going to need 2 pieces of the coordinating cardstock that is 1 inch by 11 inches. And you're going to need 2 pieces that are 8 inch by 1 inch. And in this case, I've scalloped one side with the scallop punch. So you'll also need a scallop border punch. You will need a scallop oval punch. And you will need 4 brads. In this case, I've used the antique brads. And if you buy one package of antique brads, you can complete 4 of these gift bags. You'll need a paper piercing tool. And you'll need a white gel pen. I highly recommend this Uniball gel pen. It's the best one that I've ever seen on the market. I like to use fast fuse for this project because then it will hold together well and it won't fall apart on you. So I'll give you a little bit of tips on that. So I said you needed a 7.5 by 4 inch piece of the coordinating cardstock, and as you can see, I've scored it on all 4 sides at 1 inch, and then I've cut up on the opposite sides on those score lines. So now we're going to put that together. So let's go ahead and fold it. And I'm going to go through this fairly quickly, and then you can visit my blog at createwithme.com to get all the measurements. You'll get the options on how to complete your note cards. We're going to start with our fast fuse right here on the corner, and I find if I just swipe and go off to the side in a 90-degree angle. So we'll start with one side and fold this up to make our box bottom or our bag bottom. We'll do the same on this side. Whoops. Fold that up. Okay, so now we have the bottom of our bag. And then we're going to set that off to the side and take our 2 pieces that are 8 inches by 4 inches, and we're going to apply some fast fuse on the top of each of those, or actually this will be the bottom. I just have it at the top. And what I've done is I've applied my white gel pen to look like stitching. I'm turning this upside down because I'm actually doing this upside down for you, but you'll see here in a minute. So I'm applying that. Then we'll go ahead and apply this one. So this is actually the bottom. It'll be the bottom of our bag. So here's this, and then we're going to apply some fast fuse to the now what is the top. Check. And I've done stitching on the 1/2 inch by 8 inch piece. We're going to apply that to the top. Okay, and then we'll do the same to the other piece. It really goes together rather quickly. Here's our other piece that's stitched, faux stitching. Love it. Okay, and then I'm going to take my fast fuse and I'm going to just run it down one side, check mark, and I'm going to put those 2 pieces together. Just like so. Lining everything up carefully. Okay, that's going to be the side of our bag. Now we've got one long piece that's just about 15.5 inches long. On the part that has the scallop, I want to make sure I'm on that side. I'm going to apply fast fuse all the way along that edge. I've applied fast fuse down here on the bottom, and I'm going to bring in my box bottom. And I want the seam here to be in the middle of the side. So I'm going to start there and applying that to the box. And then I'm going to carefully fold around. It's probably easier to put it down on your desk. And then fold that up, lining up the bottom of the box to the bottom of the scalloped paper. I'm going to line this up very carefully, wrap it around the bottom. And before I close that up, I want to take my fast fuse and apply it along this edge. And then I can go ahead and seal up my bag here. Okay, so there is my base of my little mini bag purse. And now I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to bring in my handles. These are the two pieces that are 11 inches by 1 inch. And what I've done is I've scored, I went up 1.5 inches and then I scored it. This is 1 inch, so I scored it at 1/2 inch right in the middle from 1.5 inches down here to 1.5 inches from this edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fast fuse and I'm going to start where that score is, and I'm going to apply fast fuse all the way down. Now for this case, I'm going to actually go ahead and apply it to both sides. And I'm going to fold that in half on that score and let that fast fuse just adhere to each other. And this makes a really nice strong handle for your bag. So I'm going to do that on both pieces, and it'll look like this funny shaped item. This is where our oval scallop punch comes in handy. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn the punch upside down, we're going to turn our handle upside down, and we're going to carefully slip it in. Now this takes a little bit of practice. Sometimes you can go on one side a little bit easier than the other. Now I may have to turn the camera off and, oh, look at that. So we're going to get it right on the edge and give it a punch. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so now we're going to bring in our box base again, our purse base. We're going to take our paper piercer and we're going to pierce right through the handle and the bag. I find it easiest if I just kind of rotate my handle. Of course, I've moved my finger out of the way so I didn't poke myself. I'm going to bring the brad in, fold that, just like I did when I was in kindergarten. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I just eyeball it. If you're a measurer, then go ahead and feel free to measure. If you take a bone folder, sometimes you can just kind of use your bone folder to give that a little bit of a curve. Then it won't tend to, the fibers won't tend to break over. That helps. It's just a little tip. Then as you can see, as I'm poking this, you can see those brads on the other side. But a friend of mine this weekend, as I showed her this, or as she saw it at an event I was at, she suggested that I cover that up with paper, and I thought that was a lovely idea. So that's where the other two pieces come in handy. A little fast views. These are 8" by 1/2 inch, and you can just take these, and not only do they cover up those ugly backs of the brads, but they also reinforce your top of your bag so that it will be in use for that much longer. And I thought that was just a fabulous idea. So I am adding that to my projects from now on. So we're going to bring this in, and it's just lickety split, covers all those brads. We're going to just turn this one sideways, and it finishes off the inside of our box. So really that is all there is to making this cute little purse that holds note cards. And like I said, if you'll visit me at createwithme.com, I'll show you the completed projects, pictures of all the note cards done, and how they fit in this little bag. Thank you for joining me today.